Hello everyone, what is going on today? My name is Francine and this is my channel, The Hermetic Herald, here for another message for you guys. I feel like I'm so giddy because it's been so long that I've been on here with you guys. I feel like all I do right now is focus on YouTube and then on social media like Facebook and such, but it's been honestly, not even Facebook has been on my mind. I've been focusing mostly on YouTube. So right now I want to see if I can tune into your energy to touch back with the people that I follow and that follow my content and actually provide some messages that have been coming through, because I feel like even though I've been away, there's been things coming in, channeled messages coming through that I really need to share and impart and hopefully help someone out there. So if you're new and you've recently followed me, thank you guys for following. I look forward to doing more content like this in the future. Right now, I want to focus in on the message, so you may not see me for a while fully, but I'm just going to be focusing and tuning into your cards, and so my eyes will not be presented on the screen so that I can kind of use that to focus in on your messages a bit more. Okay, so definitely see what I have coming in this week. If you resonate with that and you're not following, feel free to do that. So I want to touch in and see what Spirit has to say for the people that are actually following me, past, present, and future. There's a need for me to channel the messages live for you guys, or at least through video, and then explain the cards that I have in front of me, okay? So I just want to say a quick prayer. So I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Guardian Angels. Thank you, Ancestors, for being present with us today. Please assist myself. Please assist the people that are watching to understand and really to have a better understanding of what their situation is through me. Help me to say the words that need to be said succinctly, appropriately in the way that they're meant to hear it. And please only allow the energies that are for their highest good to come through. Please allow them and give them the understanding that it takes to take whatever is meant for them and to resonate with only what is meant for them. I ask that you would also guide me in just understanding what messages are meant to come through for this group in particular. Thank you so much. Okay? So let's tune in here. I'm hearing turning back. There's something about you going back to something in the past. Returning. There's something returning to the forefront of your mind that's coming back to recollection that has already happened in the past that's going to be helpful for you. So right now I feel heavily this card. Let's see, in this card. Okay. Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors, are there any messages that you would like to impart to the collective today? What other messages do you have for the collective that are watching this video? Okay, yep, we have one more there. So let's see what we got. I'm hearing returning the favor. There's something that you did in a past life. There's something you've done in the recent past as well that is very beneficial for you, because it has created this karma for you, this good karma. And you didn't even do it just for the karma. It's something that you did that was kind. A kind gesture is being returned to you. So something that you've done to someone or helped someone with in a positive manner is going to come back to you tenfold or even more. And they're also returning the time that you spent on that in your favor. It's like they're giving you the investment of what you had put out into the universe or into the lives of a specific group of people. I'm hearing Ronald, someone specifically named Ronald is someone that you assisted on their path. There's this need for you to know that all of that has been added up, and that surcharge is coming out, and it's going to come to you tenfold, 100-fold. Some of you guys have so much racked up for you in this life that has been positive, the things that you put out, that you're literally going to start seeing it return to you, okay? And so what I'm seeing here is the first card is the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? So what I feel from this card, I'm feeling a different energy from this card. It's as if what Spirit is saying is that there's like, I'm hearing like a throng of of ancestors, spirit guides, people that have been in your corner that are coming through for you dramatically. It's like you're literally looking up at this vast tower here split, and as it's splitting, you're seeing these people, these entities that are there for your highest good coming through for you. And it's something like, it's going to be so shocking for you that you may not even know how to respond to it. Your gifts are sharpening in such a measure that you may not know how to respond to it, but you need to be, or at least allow yourself to be open and to release any resistance that you have to the divine coming through in such a powerful way that you can't deny it. There's something about the crumbling. Something is crumbling within you, and it's not in a negative way. It's something in your life that seems so far-reaching or so a dream or something that was too good to be true. It's something about you looking at something as bigger than you and therefore far from you. They're trying to bring it closer to you so that you recognize that the divinity that you're talking about, that you're seeking, that you're actively pursuing is right there in front of you. And there's going to be some way in which you see that. The number 6 is very prevalent because I saw 606 when I was looking at my screen, and I feel like it's about your relationships with people and how you give and take. You're also going to begin to see the crumbling of relationships in which you've given to in some way that were not beneficial for you. So I feel as though I need to go into the cards I had here pre-shuffled. So Spirit was highlighting these cards for you as your energy. We have the 4 of Thoughts, self-care. There's someone also here that's into makeup as well that actually is really good at it, and there's a need for you to allow yourself to be your own mannequin or your own image. When you do videos and such, some of you might not feel comfortable sometimes with your face being presented. For some reason, someone here needs to realize that they're their best model, and that there's a need for you to allow yourself to be creative with your outward appearance and not just the other people that you're tending to, that you're doing makeup for. Okay, there's a need for you to see yourself and to see how beautiful you really are. There's self-care here. There's a time of rest and relaxation coming for you. There's a need for you to allow yourself to take a step back, and whatever measure that means. It's about being at rest within yourself, not just physically, okay? This is about you taking a mental rest, mental health care, mental health day. If it's even a day or an hour or a moment, there's a need for you to do that in order to see these things come to fruition and to not feel overwhelmed by them. We have here the 8 of Fields. This is inner work happening when you're taking this moment of self-care, while you're looking at yourself and seeing how far you've come and seeing that you've done enough work and it's time for you to rest and recuperate from what you've experienced. There's something about you seeing the tower, as I mentioned earlier, in a whole new light. It's like you're not going to be afraid of it anymore. That's basically what I'm feeling, is that when you do the inner work and you allow yourself to rest and to allow yourself to see the situation, you're going to see, I'm hearing a throng of your supporters coming through for you, whether it's in the physical. I'm hearing radical feminine energy, like you being fully supported in this time by feminine energies, whether that comes through the people in your life, like in your family, whether it comes through any person, any gender, because it's an energy. It's going to come into this, you're going to feel this nurturing vibe from someone and some energy holding you and taking, and not holding you against your will. This is something that you would want. It's like being covered and feeling comforted by some feminine energy. This doesn't have to be a woman, but it feels like it also could be an ancestor that's a feminine energy. We have here lockdown. I'm hearing ruptured. Something about, I'm hearing mental state ruptured. It's like you might have felt like something was torn from you or something was torn asunder is what I'm hearing. So I'm hearing really interesting words, vocab words coming through, which is kind of how my guides speak to me. They speak a little differently. And I like that because it's like your life is like a story. It's like a book for some of you. It feels like that. And Spirit wants you to know that your mind mentally has gone through so many different things. It's been like you've been through so much emotional, mental turmoil in the past at some point, and there's a need for you to allow yourself to return to your higher self, return to your nest is what I'm hearing, return home, and to recuperate after such a difficult or such a thorough examination into your inner journey. You're looking at your past lives heavily here. The 8 is really being highlighted. The fluidity of going into, returning to self, returning to who you really are. You've had to take layers and literally peel back layers in order to see deeper and deeper and deeper. And it felt like you were just going so freaking deep that you were just like, okay, I need a rest. This is a lot. Okay, there's something about you oh wow. Okay, so there's something about you breaking the chain, and for some reason they want me to show you this first before the other one. So this is about ancestral pain, ancestral patterns that are being rewired or rewritten. Something different is being written for you despite whatever hand you were dealt. So there's something about you taking control and taking the driver's seat in your life and saying, this is what I had, this is the chain of events that led me to where I am, but look at what I've done to create my own reality, to create something different for myself. And this is almost, it feels like you're manifesting that, and you're going to the left, to the right, going through different experiences, and you're picking up things that you've learned, and you're creating something ideally that's best for you. So there's a need for you to say yes to that and to say, yeah, I actually did it. I did good. I did good. I did the best that I could, but it was good. It's not just the best, okay? I also, it's really funny, I feel like showing you guys this because I feel like someone here is eating avocados or is integrating avocados in their diet, and they want me to highlight that. That'll confirm this message for you. It's like you're gonna see that, and you're gonna know that that's specific to your experience here. So avocados, for some reason, is being highlighted here as well. And I feel really strongly these two cards coming through. The first card is the Chariot. It's moving forward. So we have van life, of taking that much needed rest. Some of you might be going on a road trip as well, or traveling. Something about that is coming through as well. That feels strongly like, okay, you guys have a lot of cards coming through. Good. So we had the Chariot coming through, and we also had Judgment, quarter life crisis. Some of you guys might be coming to a place where you feel like you have to make a decision now. There's no time left for you to, or rather you feel like there's this need for you to put the pedal to the metal and to get something done, because you feel like if you don't do it now, you're never going to do it. There's something about you being urged to speak out or to act on something you felt like you should have been doing before, and you're making that move now, okay? And then we also have the Moon. You guys have a lot of major arcana. The Ghoster, stepping into the unknown. That's what you're stepping into with the Chariot. You're literally, theoretically and spiritually moving into something without knowing what's going to happen, but you're trusting yourself. You're moving away from this imposter syndrome energy of feeling like you had to continue to work, and not actually take care and tend to your body and to yourself. Okay, so let me tune in a little bit more to your energy, guys. I feel this card really strongly. There's someone here that fears their shadow. They feel like that part of them is too dark, or that part of other people is also too dark, and therefore the shadow is something that should be held hostage, or something that shouldn't be enveloped and cared for and tended to. There's something about you needing to see all of you and knowing that all of you is perfect. Okay, there's something about and when I say perfect, it's like you are the way you are, right? It's like when you don't accept a part of you, that part tends to fester, and it starts to bleed into other aspects of your life. And there's something about you having to come to terms and peace with what you've been feeling on the inside of you, and the things that you haven't been allowing yourself to allow judgment, or it's like allowing the sun to shed its light on those things that are really difficult. Something about that is really important. So there's something about your soul telling you this, and your intuition telling you there's something that I'm not talking about or addressing, and there's a need for me to do that. And there's something about two people. I'm hearing Sabrina as well. So there's something about people, you tapping into this and then also being able to openly share it when you're ready. That'll be it's almost like therapeutic for you guys. Someone here needs to do that. Not everyone, so take it how it resonates as well. At the end of the day, it's you and your guides, right? You don't have to take a solely religious approach to this and talk to someone about something in order to heal it, but there's something about there being this therapeutic way of doing it by communicating with other people. I'm hearing ancestral relics, so maybe when I heard Sabrina, it's like there's something about you having witchcraft or something in your either past or in your past life, and you actually alchemizing it. And what I mean by that is trusting yourself and not kind of demonizing yourself when you're able to do certain things with those abilities. Now, when you're using it for the highest good of yourself and others, you shouldn't feel as though it's a demonic thing. Something about that is coming through because the colors here, it makes me feel like you're in a shadow energy and you stand out because you're not fully shadow, you're also light. So it's something about the dynamic of your darkness that needs to be addressed here. And I'm seeing like a moon and I'm seeing a snake. And there's something about you looking at yourself rightly and not looking at yourself as if you're a snake in some form or fashion. Take it how it resonates. Something about the serpent and the moon is very important here. And there's like some lore about the serpent eating the moon or taking a bite out of the moon. If that's correct, let me know in the comments below. But there's something about that lore, maybe Native American lore, that you're meant to learn or you're meant to hear, okay? Is there anything else you would like to say? It seems like they're saying that is it. I'm gonna look at the bottom of the deck. What lights you up is really what's going to be your crowning moment, is understanding that when you take the time out for yourself, you won't be disappointed. There's something about you in that moment of reflection and self-care that's going to light you up and is going to make things clearer for you. It's going to include your shadow. Your shadow is so important here. Your shadow, and there's something about you going through soul regression and healing certain aspects of your past lives, because your past lives are coming back to you, okay? There's something about you healing something in your past life and not being stressed out about it and trying to figure out how to do it, but literally just saying, I want to rest, and in that time of rest, answers are going to come to me from my guides. They've got your back. If you're clinging on to anything, onto any semblance of normalcy, they want you to recognize that that's not realistic, because there's so much more to life than what the mundane has given you, or what the mundane seems to be right now, which is like work, then go home, then sleep, then wake up, and then work again. There's something about you tapping into your healing at this time in a new measure. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.